The Psychology of Influence. Understand the why behind the buy. Written and published by the Zillion Pro. Chapter 1. The Hidden Persuaders. An Introduction to Influence. Have you ever walked into a store for just a loaf of bread and emerged with a cart full of groceries? Or scrolled through social media, mindlessly clicking on an ad for a product you never knew you needed? Chances are, you've been subtly influenced by the hidden persuaders, the forces that shape our decisions and desires often without our conscious awareness. The power of persuasion. Influence is the act of changing someone's thoughts, feelings, or actions. It's a fundamental human interaction, present in everything from everyday conversations to political campaigns. In the realm of marketing and sales, understanding influence is critical for building successful strategies. But the power of persuasion extends far beyond the world of commerce. It's used by parents to encourage good behavior, teachers to motivate students, and leaders to inspire action. The ethics of influence. While influence can be a powerful tool for good, it can also be misused. When employed unethically, it can manipulate people into making decisions that aren't in their best interest. This is why it's crucial to understand the ethical considerations of influence. Responsible persuasion is built on transparency, trust, and a genuine desire to provide value to the person being influenced. Understanding the why behind the buy. This book delves into the fascinating world of the psychology of influence. We'll explore the science behind why we buy, the subconscious triggers that motivate our choices, and the emotional factors that cloud our judgment. By understanding these hidden forces, we can become more aware consumers and persuasive communicators alike. Real-world examples of influence at work. The hidden persuaders are everywhere. Here are some everyday examples. The free sample effect. Have you ever felt obligated to buy something after accepting a free sample? This is a classic example of reciprocity, a principle that states people feel compelled to return favors. The power of scarcity. When a product is advertised as limited edition or in short supply, it creates a sense of urgency and desirability, making us more likely to purchase it. Celebrity endorsements. We often trust the opinions of celebrities and influencers, and their recommendations can significantly impact our buying decisions. Social proof. Seeing others use or endorse a product builds trust and makes us believe it must be good. This is why online reviews and customer testimonials are so powerful. The road ahead. This chapter is just the beginning of our journey into the psychology of influence. In the coming chapters, we'll delve deeper into the specific techniques and tactics used to influence behavior, explore the science behind decision making, and discuss how to leverage the power of influence ethically for both personal and professional success. Chapter 2. Decoding the Human Mind, the Science of Why We Buy. Have you ever stopped to wonder why you choose one brand of cereal over another, or why a particular advertisement seems to stick in your mind? The answer lies within the intricate workings of the human mind, specifically the psychology of decision making and the subconscious triggers that influence our choices. The power of perception. Our brains are constantly bombarded with information, and we rely on shortcuts, or heuristics, to make quick decisions. These shortcuts can be influenced by a variety of factors, including framing. The way information is presented can significantly impact our perception. For example, a product described as low in fat may sound more appealing than one labeled as 90% fat-free. Anchoring. The first piece of information we receive about a product can become an anchor point for our subsequent evaluations. For example, a salesperson who quotes a high initial price before offering a discount may create the illusion of a better deal. Unveiling the subconscious triggers. While we often believe our decisions are based on rational thought, many of our purchasing choices are driven by subconscious influences. Here's a deeper look at some key players. Emotions. Our emotional state can dramatically impact our buying behavior. Fear of missing out, FOMO, can lead us to purchase a limited edition item, while happiness may make us more open to impulse buys. Marketers often use emotional storytelling to evoke specific feelings and connect with consumers on a deeper level. Motivational needs. We all have fundamental desires like security, belonging, and status. Marketers tap into these needs by linking their products to the fulfillment of those desires. For example, a car commercial might associate owning a specific brand with feelings of freedom and adventure. Priming. Subtly exposing someone to a particular word or image can unconsciously activate related thoughts and feelings. This technique can be used to influence product preferences. For instance, playing background music with nature sounds in a grocery store can subconsciously prime shoppers to choose organic produce. The role of social proof and conformity. Humans are social creatures, and our desire to belong and conform can significantly influence our buying decisions. Here are two key concepts. Social proof. We tend to trust the choices of others, especially those we perceive as similar to ourselves. Seeing positive online reviews or witnessing others using a particular product can make us feel more confident about purchasing it ourselves. Conformity. The pressure to fit in and avoid social disapproval can influence our choices. This is why bestseller lists or most popular recommendations can be such powerful marketing tools. Understanding the why behind the buy. By understanding the psychology behind our decisions, we become more empowered consumers. We can recognize persuasive tactics. By being aware of how marketers influence our choices, we can make more informed decisions. Identify our emotional triggers. Understanding our own emotional vulnerabilities allows us to avoid impulse buys and make purchases that align with our true needs. Challenge assumptions. Question the information presented to you and actively seek out alternative perspectives before making buying decisions. The next chapter will delve into the language of influence, exploring the power of words and communication techniques that can shape our buying behavior. Chapter 3. The language of influence. Words that sell. In the ever-competitive world of marketing, the right words can make all the difference. This chapter delves into the language of influence, exploring how specific communication techniques can shape our perceptions and ultimately influence our buying behavior. The power of storytelling. Humans are wired for stories. Stories have the power to capture our attention, evoke emotions, and create a sense of connection. Marketers who can weave compelling narratives around their products tap into this inherent human desire. Benefits versus features. Focus on the emotional benefits a product delivers rather than just listing its technical features. For example, instead of simply stating that a shoe is waterproof, describe how it allows you to conquer any adventure with confidence. Emotional connection. Stories that evoke emotions, whether it's happiness, nostalgia, or even fear of missing out, create a stronger bond between the consumer and the brand. A commercial showcasing a family enjoying a vacation thanks to a reliable car creates a positive emotional association with the product. Crafting compelling calls to action. A call to action, CTA, is a clear and concise statement that tells the audience what to do next. Effective CTAs are essential for converting interest into sales. Here are some key elements. Specificity. Don't leave your audience guessing. A CTA like "buy now" is clear, while "learn more" is less impactful. Instead, try "get your free trial today." Urgency. Creating a sense of urgency can motivate people to act. Limited time offers or while supplies last promotions encourage immediate purchase decisions. Scarcity. Highlighting the limited availability of a product can make it seem more desirable. CTAs that emphasize limited quantities or exclusive offers can trigger the fear of missing out. Using the power of words. The specific words we choose can significantly impact our message's effectiveness. Here are some techniques to consider. Positive language. Focus on the benefits and positive outcomes associated with your product. Use words that evoke positive emotions like happy, healthy, or successful. Power words. Certain words have a subconscious power to influence behavior. Words like guarantee, new, or proven can trigger a positive response. Sensory words. Engage the reader's senses by using words that evoke vivid imagery. Describe the softness of a fabric, the aroma of a coffee, or the exhilarating feeling of driving a sports car. Mastering the art of persuasion through effective communication. By mastering the language of influence, you can craft communication that resonates with your audience and motivates them to take action. Here are some key takeaways. Know your audience. Tailor your language and message to the specific needs, desires, and demographics of your target audience. Focus on benefits, not features. Explain how your product or service improves their lives, not just how it works. Be clear and concise. Avoid jargon and technical terms. Communicate your message in a way that is easy to understand. Evoke emotions. Create a connection with your audience by appealing to their emotions. By applying these principles, you can become a more persuasive communicator and leverage the power of language to influence behavior for personal and professional success. The next chapter will delve into the specific persuasion tactics that exploit these psychological principles to influence our choices. Chapter 4, The Persuasion Arsenal, Unveiling the Secrets of Influence Tactics. In the world of influence, there are a set of well-defined tactics that leverage the hidden persuaders explored in previous chapters. These tactics, when used ethically, can be powerful tools for building trust, fostering positive relationships, and ultimately influencing behavior. Let's delve into the arsenal and explore how each tactic works. 1. Reciprocity, the rule of give and take. This principle is based on the natural human tendency to feel obligated to return favors. Marketers can utilize reciprocity in several ways. Free samples. Offering free samples or trials creates a sense of obligation to reciprocate by purchasing the full product. Gifts with purchase, including a small gift with a purchase, incentivizes the customer and creates a feeling of receiving more than they paid for. Loyalty programs, rewarding repeat customers with points or discounts encourages continued patronage. 2. Social proof, the power of the crowd. Humans are social creatures who rely on the actions of others to guide their own behavior. Marketers can leverage this by testimonials and reviews. Positive testimonials from satisfied customers build trust and social proof. Celebrity endorsements. Seeing a trusted celebrity endorse a product creates a feeling of association and desirability. Most popular labels, highlighting that a product is a bestseller or has a high number of satisfied customers, can significantly influence purchasing decisions. 3. Authority, why we trust experts. We tend to trust figures of authority and experts in their respective fields. Marketers can utilize this by using industry experts, featuring endorsements from professionals within the relevant industry. Lends credibility to a product or service. Awards and accolades, highlighting awards and recognition received by the company or product builds trust and positions them as leaders in the field. Content marketing, creating informative and valuable content establishes the company as a thought leader and a trusted source of information. 4. Liking, building rapport and trust. People are more likely to be persuaded by those they like and feel a connection with. Marketers can foster a sense of liking through personalization. Tailoring messages and recommendations to individual customer preferences creates a more personal connection. Humor and storytelling, using humor and engaging stories makes the brand more relatable and fosters a positive association. Similarity, highlighting shared values, experiences, or backgrounds between the brand and the target audience builds trust and rapport. 5. Scarcity, the fear of missing out. FOMO, limited availability can make a product seem more desirable. Marketers can utilize scarcity by limited time offers. Creating promotions with a specific time frame encourages impulsive purchases and capitalizes on FOMO. Limited quantities, highlighting the limited availability of a product creates a sense of urgency and exclusivity. Last chance promotions, reminding customers that this might be their final opportunity to purchase a product can motivate them to act immediately. Ethical considerations, while these tactics can be powerful tools, it's crucial to use them ethically. Transparency, honesty, and genuine value creation are essential for building long-term trust with your audience. The power of combining tactics. Often, the most effective persuasion strategies combine several tactics. For example, highlighting positive customer reviews, social proof, from a trusted industry expert, authority, can significantly enhance the credibility of a product. Endorsement. Understanding these persuasion tactics empowers you to be a more informed consumer. By recognizing how these principles are used, you can make conscious choices about the influences that shape your decisions. The next chapter will explore how to put these tactics into action for ethical persuasion that builds trust and lasting relationships. Chapter 5, Putting Influence into Action, Ethical Persuasion Techniques That Work. In the previous chapters, we explored the fascinating world of influence, delving into the psychology behind our decisions and the tactics used to shape our choices. Now, it's time to put theory into practice. This chapter will equip you with ethical persuasion techniques you can use to build trust, foster positive relationships, and influence behavior in a responsible and sustainable way. Building trust and credibility with your audience. Trust is the cornerstone of any successful persuasive effort. Here's how to establish yourself as a trustworthy source of information. Transparency, be upfront and honest about your intentions and motivations. Don't mislead your audience with exaggerated claims or hidden agendas. Authenticity. Let your genuine personality shine through. People connect with those who seem real and relatable. Expertise. Demonstrate your knowledge and expertise in the relevant field. Share valuable content, insights, and experiences to position yourself as a thought leader. Deliver on promises. Always follow through on your commitments. If you make a promise, ensure you deliver exceptional value to build trust and loyalty. Creating a strong brand identity. Your brand identity is the essence of who you are and what you stand for. It's the story you tell and the emotions you evoke. Here's how to craft a compelling brand identity for ethical persuasion. Define your values. What core principles guide your actions and decisions? Align your messaging and actions with your values to create a brand that resonates with a like-minded audience. Focus on customer benefits. How does your product or service improve people's lives? Highlight the value proposition and the positive impact you make. Develop a consistent voice. Maintain a consistent tone and style in your communication across all platforms. This creates a sense of familiarity and builds brand recognition. Developing a compelling value proposition. Your value proposition is a clear and concise statement that communicates the unique benefits your product or service offers to your target audience. Here's how to craft a compelling value proposition. Identify your target audience. Who are you trying to reach? Understanding their needs, desires, and pain points is crucial for crafting a relevant message. Focus on the why. Don't just tell them what you do, tell them why it matters. Explain how your offering solves their problems or fulfills their needs. Differentiate yourself from the competition. What sets you apart? Highlight your unique selling proposition and why someone should choose you. Using influence ethically to build long-term customer relationships. Ethical persuasion is not about a one-time transaction. It's about building lasting relationships with your audience. Here's how. Focus on providing value. Offer valuable content, resources, and experiences that go beyond simply selling your product. Build genuine connections. Engage with your audience in a meaningful way. Listen to their concerns, respond to their questions, and foster a sense of community. Practice empathy. Put yourself in your audience's shoes. Understand their challenges and aspirations to tailor your message accordingly. Remember, the most effective persuasion is built on trust, respect, and a genuine desire to help others. By incorporating the ethical techniques outlined in this chapter, you can influence behavior in a positive way, build strong relationships with your audience, and achieve sustainable success. The next chapter will delve into the exciting world of neuromarketing, exploring how neuroscience is shaping the future of influence. Chapter 6. The Neuromarketing Revolution. Decoding the brain's buying signals. The world of marketing is constantly evolving, and with it, the quest to understand what truly motivates consumers. Enter neuromarketing, a revolutionary field that leverages neuroscience to decode a brain's activity and gain insights into subconscious decision-making beyond self-reported data. Traditional marketing research relies heavily on surveys and focus groups, which gather self-reported data. However, this data can be unreliable. People may not be entirely conscious of the factors influencing their choices, or they may be unwilling to share their true motivations. Neuromarketing aims to bridge this gap by directly measuring brain activity in response to marketing stimuli. Tools of the trade. Neuromarketing utilizes various techniques to peek into the consumer's mind. fMRI, functional magnetic resonance imaging. This sophisticated machine measures blood flow in the brain, revealing which areas are most active during exposure to marketing materials. EEG, electroencephalography. EEG measures electrical activity in the brain, providing insights into emotional responses and attention levels. Eye tracking. This technology tracks eye movements to understand where consumers focus their attention on packaging, advertisements, or websites. Unlocking the brain's buying signals. Through these tools, neuromarketing researchers can glean valuable insights, such as emotional response. Neuromarketing can identify which emotions are triggered by advertising campaigns, allowing marketers to fine-tune their message for maximum impact. Attention grabbing. Eye tracking data reveals which elements of an advertisement or product packaging capture attention the most, allowing for optimized design and layout. Memory and recognition. Neuromarketing can assess how effectively marketing materials are encoded in memory and how well brands are being recognized. The ethics of neuromarketing. While neuromarketing holds immense potential, ethical considerations are crucial. Here are some key points to remember. Informed consent. Participants in neuromarketing studies must be fully informed about the process and give their consent. Data privacy. The collected brain data must be anonymized and protected to ensure participant privacy. Transparency. Marketers should be transparent about the use of neuromarketing techniques in their campaigns. The future of influence. Neuromarketing is still a nascent field, but it's rapidly evolving. As the technology becomes more accessible and affordable, we can expect it to play an increasingly important role in shaping the future of influence. Here are some potential future applications. Personalized marketing. Neuromarketing data could be used to create highly personalized marketing campaigns tailored to individual brain activity patterns and preferences. Product development. Neuromarketing insights could inform product design and development, ensuring products resonate with consumers on a subconscious level. Enhanced advertising effectiveness. By understanding how the brain reacts to advertising, marketers can create more effective and engaging campaigns that truly connect with their target audience. Neuromarketing offers a powerful lens into the human mind, providing valuable insights for ethical persuasion. However, it's important to remember that the brain is a complex organ, and neuromarketing is just one piece of the puzzle. When used responsibly and ethically, neuromarketing can be a valuable tool for understanding consumer behavior and crafting more effective marketing strategies. The next chapter will explore the ever-growing influence of social media and how these platforms leverage the psychology of influence to shape consumer decisions. Chapter 7: Influence in the Digital Age. The Rise of Social Media Persuasion. Social media has revolutionized the way we connect, share information, and consume content. It's also become a powerful platform for influence, where brands and individuals can leverage the psychology of influence to reach vast audiences and shape consumer behavior. Let's explore this dynamic landscape. The power of social proof in the digital age. Social proof, the tendency to trust the choices of others, takes on a new dimension in the online world. Here's how social media amplifies its influence. Online reviews and ratings. Customer reviews and product ratings on social media platforms hold immense sway. Positive reviews build trust and encourage others to purchase. Likes and shares. The number of likes, shares, and comments on a post creates a sense of popularity and desirability. Consumers are more likely to trust and engage with products or brands endorsed by their social circles. Influencer marketing. Social media influencers have built large and engaged communities. Brands partner with these influencers to leverage their social proof and promote products to their followers. Building an online community and leveraging social proof. Brands can cultivate a thriving online community and harness the power of social proof by encouraging customer engagement, respond to comments, answer questions, and actively participate in conversations to foster a sense of connection. Running social media contests and giveaways. Encourage user-generated content and incentivize sharing experiences with your brand to build excitement and social proof. Partnering with micro-influencers. Micro-influencers, with smaller but highly engaged followings, can be more relatable and trustworthy than mega influencers, leading to a more authentic form of social proof. Effective content marketing strategies for the digital age. In a world overflowing with online content, creating engaging and valuable content is key to capturing attention and influencing behavior. Here are some strategies. Storytelling. People connect with stories. Use social media to share compelling narratives about your brand, your products, and the impact you make on your customers' lives. Visual content. Eye-catching images and videos capture attention on social media platforms. Utilize high-quality visuals to showcase your products and engage your audience. User-generated content. Encourage your audience to create and share content related to your brand. This fosters a sense of community and authenticity. Live video. Live video allows for real-time interaction with your audience, building a deeper connection and fostering trust. Ethical considerations for social media marketing. While social media offers immense potential for influence, ethical considerations are paramount. Transparency. Be transparent about sponsored content and influencer partnerships. Disclose any paid endorsements clearly. Authenticity. Don't mislead your audience with exaggerated claims or manipulate social proof. Build trust through genuine communication. Respecting user privacy. Be mindful of user data collected through social media interactions. Obtain consent and utilize data responsibly. The future of social media influence. The landscape of social media is constantly evolving. Here are some trends to watch. The rise of social commerce. Social media platforms are increasingly integrating shopping features, allowing consumers to seamlessly purchase products they see advertised online. The power of artificial intelligence. AI-powered algorithms will personalize content recommendations and target advertising with greater precision, potentially influencing purchase decisions in subtle ways. Focus on micro-communities. Smaller, more niche online communities with shared interests could hold increasing sway over consumer choices as trust in traditional advertising continues to decline. Understanding how social media leverages the psychology of influence empowers you to be a more informed consumer. By recognizing these tactics, you can make conscious choices about the influences that shape your online behavior. The next chapter will examine the future of influence, exploring emerging trends and predictions for the ever-evolving landscape of persuasion. Chapter 8, The Future of Influence, Trends and Predictions. The world of influence is constantly shifting, driven by technological advancements, evolving consumer behavior, and the growing sophistication of marketing strategies. This chapter will explore some key trends and predictions that are likely to shape the future of influence. The rise of artificial intelligence, AI, and personalized marketing. AI is rapidly transforming marketing by offering unprecedented levels of personalization. Here's what to expect. Micro-targeting. AI algorithms can analyze vast amounts of data to create highly targeted advertising campaigns reaching specific consumer segments with laser-focused dynamic content. Websites and social media feeds can adapt content in real time based on individual preferences and past behavior, creating a truly personalized experience for each user. Chatbots and virtual assistants. AI-powered chatbots and virtual assistants can provide personalized customer service, answer questions, and even recommend products based on individual needs. The increasing importance of authenticity and transparency. Consumers are becoming increasingly wary of traditional marketing tactics and are drawn to brands that feel genuine and transparent. Here's how authenticity will play a bigger role. The rise of user-generated content, UGC. Consumers trust the opinions of their peers more than traditional advertising. Brands will increasingly rely on UGC to showcase their products and build trust. Influencer marketing with a focus on authenticity. Consumers can spot inauthentic influencer endorsements a mile away. Brands will partner with influencers who genuinely align with their values and can connect with their audience on a personal level. Focus on brand storytelling. Sharing a brand story, values, and purpose will resonate more with consumers than simply pushing product features. The evolving landscape of influence in a data-driven world. As we generate ever more data, how it's collected, analyzed, and used will significantly impact the future of influence. Ethical data collection and use. Consumers are becoming increasingly concerned about data privacy. Brands will need to be transparent about how they collect and use consumer data, ensuring responsible practices. The rise of privacy-focused technologies. New technologies and regulations may limit the amount of data brands can access, forcing them to develop more creative and targeted influence strategies. The power of community and shared values. Consumers may be more influenced by online communities and social movements that share their values than traditional advertising messages. These are just some of the trends shaping the future of influence. Here are some additional predictions for the coming years. The blurring of lines between entertainment and marketing. Expect to see more influencertainment, where content seamlessly blends entertainment with product placement and subtle persuasion tactics. The rise of experiential marketing. Brands will create immersive and interactive experiences that engage consumers on an emotional level and foster brand loyalty. The power of voice search. As voice-activated assistants become more prevalent, brands will need to optimize their messaging for search by voice, influencing consumer choices at the point of purchase. By understanding these trends and predictions, you can prepare yourself for the ever-evolving world of influence. As a consumer, you can become more critical of the messages you encounter and make informed decisions about the influences that shape your behavior. As a communicator or marketer, you can leverage these trends to develop ethical and effective strategies that resonate with your audience and build lasting relationships. The final chapter of this book will provide a comprehensive summary of the key takeaways from the psychology of influence. Chapter 9, The Power of Influence, a comprehensive look back. Throughout this journey into the fascinating world of influence, we've explored the science behind why we buy, the subconscious triggers that motivate our choices, and the ethical tactics used to shape our decisions. As we reach the final chapter, let's take a moment to recap the key takeaways and solidify your understanding of the power of influence. The psychology of decision making. Our brains are bombarded with information on a daily basis. We rely on shortcuts, or heuristics, to make quick decisions. These shortcuts can be influenced by a variety of factors, including framing. The way information is presented can significantly impact our perception. Anchoring. The first piece of information we receive about a product can become a reference point for subsequent evaluations. Emotions. Our emotional state plays a significant role in our buying behavior. Fear of missing out, FOMO, or happiness can significantly influence our purchasing decisions. The hidden persuaders at work. Marketers utilize various tactics to influence our choices, often tapping into our subconscious desires and motivations. Here are some key tactics explored throughout this book. Reciprocity. The feeling of obligation to return favors motivates us to purchase from those who give us something first. Free samples. Discount. Social proof. We tend to trust the choices of others, especially those we perceive as similar to ourselves. Positive reviews, celebrity endorsements, and most popular labels leverage this principle. Authority. We trust figures of authority and experts in their respective fields. Marketers utilize industry experts, awards, and content marketing to establish authority. Liking. People are more likely to be persuaded by those they like and feel a connection with. Humor, storytelling, and personalization can foster a sense of liking for a brand. Scarcity. Limited availability can make a product seem more desirable. Limited time offers, limited quantities, and last chance promotions capitalize on FOMO. Ethical influence and building trust. Influence, when used ethically, can be a powerful tool for building trust, fostering positive relationships, and creating value. Here are some key principles for ethical persuasion. Transparency. Be upfront and honest about your intentions and motivations. Authenticity. Let your genuine personality shine through. People connect with those who seem real and relatable. Expertise. Demonstrate your knowledge and expertise in the relevant field. Share valuable content and insights to position yourself as a thought leader. Deliver on promises. Always follow through on your commitments. Build trust and loyalty by delivering exceptional value. The future of influence. The landscape of influence is constantly evolving. Here are some key trends to watch for. The rise of AI. AI algorithms will personalize marketing messages and target advertising with greater precision, potentially influencing purchase decisions in subtle ways. Focus on authenticity. Consumers will be drawn to brands that feel genuine and transparent. User-generated content and influencer marketing that prioritizes authenticity will be crucial. The power of community. Consumers may be more influenced by online communities and social movements that share their values than traditional advertising. The final word. Understanding the psychology of influence empowers you to be a more informed consumer and a more effective communicator. As a consumer, you can become more critical of the messages you encounter and make conscious choices about the influences that shape your behavior. As a communicator or marketer, you can leverage these insights to develop ethical and effective strategies that resonate with your audience and build lasting relationships. Remember, influence, at its core, is about understanding human behavior and using that understanding to create value and build connections. By wielding this power with responsibility and integrity, you can achieve success and make a positive impact in the world.